Oh, how's your shoulder, by the way? From last week's blowout pull-ups.
I'm done, I'm good. I'm like a 20-year-old.
Xanax? Just to...
No, I'm like a 20-year-old.
Okay, let's do this.
Physically, emotionally, knowledge-wise, like a 100-year-old, naturally.
Welcome back, Jay, to an extremely rewarding Soul Journeys.
Ben's very excited about this week's Sold Journeys. It is a good one, for sure. Mm-hmm. It's another one of a sold listing, which is nice.
Yeah. Unit 305, 1128 Quebec Street, before you say the wrong unit number.
Unit 305, yeah. So you may all remember this unit as the Frisbee unit, as a lot of the buyers that came through the unit referenced it as.
Yeah.
Pat on the back for our
Frisbee expertise.
I was going to say perfection in marketing, but our Frisbee skills as well.
Some might even say professional level of Frisbeeing. But anyway, moving on.
Well, I would definitely say that. So the points of this one, listed previously by 2 agents. So we are the
third agent.
It
was on the market for 352 days before us, on and off.
So 482 altogether?
482.
Altogether?
Yeah, I think the hard thing that comes with that is when there's been multiple agents on it before you, the first agent has obviously come in, they've done their things, market the property. The second agent has then come in, rejigged that marketing their way to redo that property. So then when you come on as the third agent, it's okay, well, how do we do this? How do we make
you really
it fresh?
have to bring it up too, because they've seen the seller has already been, well, it needs a refresh and blah, blah, blah. It's already been kind of upped in that regard. So you definitely need to bring another level, I think, which we tried to do and succeeded with that.
Yeah, I think we just went gung-ho on this one with absolutely everything, from like the Frisbee in the unit to essentially the restaging, that neighborhood, the lifestyle that you're getting with the place, the social media that we put into it, the YouTube behind it, of course the videography, the photography, everything. And we did all that we could to bring this back to market as a quote-unquote noon listing that would attract excitement, basically.
Yeah, because the market had already seen it for 300 days, and why are they going to come look at it and be interested now? And it's got to be something dragging them in, so we tried to drag them in, and it worked. Now, uniquely enough, it worked off-market.
Yeah, so ironically, we put in a ton of this marketing efforts, and it was a very heavy buyer's market at this point. So there was a lot of competition out, not quite accurate comparables in the building. And so we actually made the plan to come off of the market towards the end of the year. We were going to go at it again, obviously when the market had kind of changed and turned around. In that time, we actually managed to get some showings.
Side note, in that, while it was off market to this strategy you're discussing, all the marketing was still getting paid push.
Yes.
So there was still marketing dollars going in. Obviously that's a potential risk because there's no guarantees of anything, but really pushing that as the market kind of transitioned into the new year, I think was key.
Yeah.
And keeping that paid marketing campaign going, even though the property is no longer publicly for sale. Sorry to interrupt, continue.
No worries. And so we actually had the group who bought it. It was the first property they saw. They loved it when they saw it, but it was the first property, so they wanted to go out and see what else was on the market naturally. So actually the marketing worked so well that we were actually off of the market, and they ended up coming back to us, calling us, asking if they could put in an offer. So then we had the interesting conversation with the seller at the time of like, hey, we're starting to see the market turn. Let's go back on market with an accepted offer, and let's see what happens and what interest we could drive, just in case this one falls apart. And we did that. So we got the accepted offer, and we had probably about 8 people reach out in the first 2 days on market, 4 of which still wanted to see it even though it had an accepted offer, and 2 of which were literally waiting on hold that day to see if that offer fell through so they could write offers themselves.
Yeah.
And so we managed to drive that up, and we sold it for a very, very good price.
For sure.
Very close to asking price, and it was a strategy that really worked. And
that the seller's happy about, most importantly.
Yeah, and I mean, through it, and the seller is like one of the nicest people in the entire world as well. So like being able to be that one who achieved success after all of that BS. So yeah, and keep going. There's like 15 seconds left of this video. It was that's like 8-9 claps. It was a very, very good end result with a very unique road to success.
that was planned to a certain degree, but there's a sprinkle of love on top. I'm happy for us.
On that note, we're out of time, we're out, and we'll see you guys next time.